Okay. Hey, let me introduce you our one of the volunteers who did for the virtual volunteering program. Her name is Ines from Portugal, and she's here with us to share her experience about the program that she completed through online. So we call it online volunteering program. Okay, welcome Ines. Thank you again to join us.
Thank you.
So, Ines, I'm going to ask you some questions regarding the program that you did. Okay. So, my first question is, why did you volunteer virtually?
Um, at the time, we were in a huge pandemic, like the start of it, and I started to recognize that many countries and many people don't have as much education as I have, because my country has a lot of good possibilities for me to do so. Um, and when I saw these kids, I, I felt like I wanted to do that, even if it weren't possible for me to actually go there. I
Hmm,
wanted to do the online program.
sure. So, you did this for 2 week duration, right? What was your most memorable moment, or what was the most memorable for you?
The last class is the thing that I think most teachers recognize as completely different. Your work, it's recognized, and the kids actually show the love that they created for you. And they said such beautiful things, and I could actually see that they learned something. So it was a very special moment for me.
Good. Uh, you talk about the class and students. Tell us a bit more about kids that you taught and what kind of community you work with.
So I in this program I taught 8 kids. I think it were mm, 3 boys and 5 girls. Am I right?
Mhm.
I think so. Um, I think most of all, what I teach them was a connection that we created. So I do believe that I uh, helped them with English, that
Mhm.
they learned a lot, they grew actually. But I think they're really special kids. They create love for you, literally. They're precious kids.
Indeed, indeed. So tell us more about your day-to-day activities in the program that you do. Like, what was your daily schedule?
So apart from the program, I actually do school, so it was kind of hard to manage it. But mostly, I just found like music that they would like about a certain subject, or I did some exercises that would be funny for them,
Mhm.
and I would every day do like the last 15 minutes. I would do a game with them, like some kind. I know that online it's harder to do that, but I managed to do that, and they like the classes because of the ending, and I feel like games should be included in the classes.
Sure, sure. Fun educational games are always helpful for
Yeah.
children to get education. Sure, and it was an online, right? It was virtual, so you were not there. You were not physically present in the class. So tell us, what kind of support did you receive from a local person on daily basis?
Uh, my mom was the one that put me on the program, and I know a lot of people that are related to these volunteerings, and they encouraged me a lot, as you did. I mean, you helped a lot with this. You always gave material and stuff that would help, um, and I feel like that was the thing that helped the most, because if I was alone on this, I wouldn't be able to do it. It wouldn't. It's a lot of work to teach someone.
It is. Teaching is not an easy job.
It's
and
not.
because it was the first time for you to teach, so I can understand. So tell me what you learn during the entire program, or how has this experience changed you?
Oh, it changed me a lot. I learned a lot with those kids. I mean, I was their teacher, but I think I learned more than them. Like they teach me about their culture, and they would ask me stuff about my country too. We wouldn't only speak about
Mm,
English and
mm.
the subject itself. Um, I learned some Hindi also. Uh, they teach me a lot about their community, the way they work together. They're really special kids. They teach me about their families. They talk to me about their brothers and sisters. Here in Portugal, it's not as normal to have brothers and sisters. It's like you have one, two,
Yeah,
maybe, but all of them are like two, three. I think the pack had four. One of the boys had four brothers, and that just shook me. It's completely different from my country.
it is. I think that's why India is the second biggest country in population after
That's
China.
insane.
Um, so I know you have done the program successfully now. So once you have the experience now about the program, will you recommend this program to other people of your age? If yes, then why? And of course, if not, then tell us now what kind of improvement we can do.
Um, I would repeat it. I would definitely repeat it. And I actually told some of my friends to actually try it because it's a really interesting process and you learn a lot with it. I feel like it depends on the timing in your life because it takes a lot of work and you actually have to take your time for those kids. And I was very happy that this program came to me at a time that I was able to do that. That um, I feel like now I wouldn't be able to do it as good because I'm in a time in school where everything is just hard, and I think they wouldn't like it as much.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, by then, if the person has time to actually create the classes and think about games, that is really important. Um, I feel like everyone should do this. It's so interesting. I feel like no one actually knows about it.
Sure. And the beauty of this program is that if you have a 60 minutes in your day, and maybe additional 15 to 20 minutes for your preparation, you can do this program from your home.
Yeah,
So you don't need to travel. You don't need to worry about your school and your office. Let's say if someone's working, you can just take your 60 to 90 minutes in your day, and you can do this program and you can have this experience.
yeah.
Okay.
I,
Sorry. Yes.
yeah, I just thought that the online program at first was kind of it's hard to teach online, but it actually worked super well. I
Hmm.
loved it, honestly.
Thank you. So tell us what would be your advice to other people watching this interview and are considering to volunteer virtually?
Uh, I would tell anyone to try it, even if it's virtually, because most people think that it's online, so it wouldn't be as interesting. But you learn so much. Like honestly, that's the thing about the program. It's not actually having experience about teaching, because as you said, I never teach before. Um, it was kind of scary for me to start the adventure. But when I started, it all came so natural that I feel like if you just give it a chance and you actually try the steps will just come with you. Like you won't have to force yourself to do it. You would actually kind of get into it. You will actually love it.
You become used to the process
Yeah,
every day. Yeah, of course, and we
completely.
could we could see you as a day one, someone who is new, and quite of a little nervous how to do this
I was so
program.
nervous.
And by end of week 1 and 2, you are someone like, oh, okay, I can handle it alone.
Yeah, but like
So the
I
change that
didn't
we
teach
observe,
myself that. It
of
was
course.
so it's amazing.
Okay, Ines, thank you very much again to for sharing this experience regarding this program and your advice for participants those are considering to do this program.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the invitation.